3.
I would cut my legs and tits off when I think of Boris Karloff and Kinski in the dark of the moon.
Welcome to the Delusional podcast.
Wow.
What?
No, nothing.
Listen, I'm holding a guitar directly at the microphone so it picks it up. I can't look at the lyrics at the same time.
You always gotta forget Kinski.
What is Kinski?
He's an actor.
From what?
He was in Nosferatu the Vampire.
Oh, so that...
Not like the OG Nosferatu, but the one that's supposed to be like a movie of Nosferatu, but he's actually a vampire during the filming.
Okay. Well, alright then. Welcome to the 6th episode?
Sounds like it.
6th episode. The Usual Delusional podcast with the usual, Dawson McClugan, and...
The Delusional TJ of Michigan.
Wow. Alright, today we have the wonderful collaboration album
Of Lou Reed and Metallica.
Lulu.
The greatest thrash band of all time, an underground musician.
No, we already stated that Megadeth was the greatest thrash band of all time.
That's up for debate.
You didn't argue.
Because I didn't know much about Metallica at the time, but now after listening to this,
Okay.
I don't know if I think I questioned that.
All right, that's fine. You do you.
Imagine if Dave Mustaine did not have drinking problems and he stayed. He could have been part of this.
Yeah, huh? The other album that we have is Scars on Broadway by Scars on Broadway.
You mean Darren Malakian and Scars on Broadway?
I think at the time they're just going by Scars on Broadway.
Okay.
I think they still are.
I've seen.
They might be like an alternate.
I've seen variations of Darren.
Yeah, I mean it's basically his band. So
they're also on his YouTube channel.
Oh, snazzy.
Yes.
Well, all right. Shall we just jump right into it?
Sure. Let's slide right into this.
Make sure you comment or whatever. Like the video. Subscribe. We'll interact with you if you comment. TJ will be all over that.
Yes, sir.
You can become friends with TJ for a low price of commenting on this video.
Mm-hmm.
That's a true statement right there.
All right.
All right. What are we leading off with?
Lulu by the geniuses of Metallica and Lou Reed.
TJ.
Yes.
I love this album.
Really?
No, sorry. I almost swore horribly. No, this album was garbage. I hated every second of it.
Every second?
I'm only saying this now because this is going to be like the shortest review that's ever on this channel.
No.
Because, yeah.
I
have so little to say about this.
Well, I've got a lot to say about it. Dawson.
All right, let's jump right in with Brandenburg Gate.
Can I start about the origins of the Lulu album?
Sure. Why did this happen?
So,
I want to know why.
I believe it was Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was 2009. Lou Reed and Metallica happened to be playing the same song for something, and they're all like, "Yo, we kind of rock, guys. We should make something." Then 2 years later, they squatted up, and they had a blast making this album. Although there was a lot of emotions. Lou Reed did challenge Hadfield to a fist fight at one point.
Good.
But they're all buddies, and they all had a good time making this album.
I have to say before I start roasting James Hetfield that he did check into rehab a couple days ago, and although I hate his band, I do wish him success in getting better. So good for you for getting help, James Hetfield.
Yeah, man.
Before I just tear into you on this album.
Improve yourself.
Yeah. So, shall we lead in with Brandenburg Gate now?
I also want to say that James Hetfield, he did play there was a response to criticism of this album.
Yeah.
He said that he was in the car and he played this in it, and his kids were there too. And he said he felt proud to be part of this. I just wonder what song the kids heard,
Yeah.
Frustration. That'd be fun.
That'd be horrible.
So shall we get into Brandenburg Gate?
Yeah, please. We covered this at the very beginning. I hope all of you enjoyed that. I'll give it to him. It's a pretty funny first line opening. I sort of enjoyed it. I was like, that's sort of funny. And the acoustic guitar opening, Lou Reed being Lou Reed. I was like, okay, this is okay. And then in comes the most generic ass sounding, like generic metal riff and drums.
You didn't appreciate the explosion of metal after the acoustic.
No.
Small town girl.
No.
What did you think of him sing Small Town Girl?
You know how you said that you thought the chanting and Take No Prisoners last week was like goofy?
Yeah.
This is like goofy, like times 10.
All right.
That is ridiculously goofy.
Did you?
Yeah. Don't you ever tell me what's goofy if you're trying to defend this album with Lou Reed's singing on this.
What are you saying about singing?
Lou Reed is goofy on this.
How so?
There are moments where I'll get to it, but there are moments where Lou Reed is like doing his normal good Lou Reed thing that he had done with the Velvet Underground.
Yeah.
And that's when Metallica is not playing with Lou Reed.
Would you say Lou Reed's the best part of the album?
Yeah. I would say that.
Do you enjoy?
But he still dropped the ball on this.
Nah. I would say upon hearing his voice, it's easy to hear his age in his voice.
Yeah. Yeah. It reminded me a lot of Bowie, and I know that you said last week that Bowie had, I assume, some pretty high opinions of this album.
Yeah, he had connections with him.
But he sounds like Bowie sounded on Black Star.
Mm-hmm.
You could hear that he's got some age to him.
Sort of withered.
Yeah.
And we're introduced to Reed's lyrical style, his poetic style.
Yeah.
It
just doesn't mix with this garbage metal instrumentation. Garbage. It's not good.
I don't know about that.
I could sit down in 15 seconds to write the chorus riff for this song.
Okay, Dawson. Okay.
I'm not a good guitarist. You heard in the very beginning how garbage I am at guitar. That was me.
You didn't like Hetfield's and the other guys' guitars?
No.
What about Lars?
Lars, now, I may be a bad guitarist, but I pride myself in being a pretty good drummer. I think I could probably beat Lars Ulrich in a drum battle. I'm not going to lie to you. I would say that about probably no other professional musician on drums.
What if Lars listened to that? What if Lars heard this and he just
I
showed
hope
up at
so.
your house?
I'm ready. I'm ready, Lars.
Okay.
We'll go.
Did you enjoy Lou Reed's lyrical style?
His style?
Yeah.
Not on this album. It doesn't mix. It's like if you... Lil Nas X took country and rap and did a good thing with it. He took the good parts of both styles of music and influences. Metallica and Lou Reed took the worst parts of both of their genres and pushed them together and created this horrendous
A masterpiece.
piece of music.
Okay, Dawson. What do you think about what do you think Lou Reed was saying when he first said those lines of the Boris Karloff and Kinski?
He's high. That's the only explanation for that, man.
Did you know Lulu is based off of two German plays back in the 1890s? I believe they're.
You're telling
produced.
me that this is a concept album?
Yeah,
You're not serious.
I am.
Oh my. All right, explain.
All right. So I don't know all I know about Lulu of the OG play
Mm-hmm.
is Lulu is a woman of mysterious origin, and she uses and she's like a dancer too. She uses her good looks to gain their aristocracy and all that, but eventually she gets out of it, and she's like a prostitute. The playwright style, he was infamous for his use of sexual imagery and all that. And more.
I see that on this album.
Yep. So I think so. Brandenburg Gate, that's in Berlin.
Yeah.
So
I'm familiar.
So I'm thinking that Lulu is probably entering Berlin, which is like the biggest city in Germany, most hot place there. So
this is the entrance of Germany.
yeah, or like her rise.
So it's the small town girl
Yeah.
entering Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So like really, really, really shitty journey. That's
No.
what you're telling me.
No, it's not. Are you suggesting Journey's better than this?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not that big of a Journey fan.
All right. Shall we get into the next one?
Yeah, The View, which I believe is the most popular song off this album.
Yes. This song was.
I am the
memed.
table.
Yeah. The I am. Do you know the I am table is supposed to represent the table that the Last Supper was held at?
I am the table.
Did you? I am the table. Did you enjoy the guitarist in this?
No.
But didn't you like it when it got really intense when Chris was singing it? It was a little bit more slow when Lou was
You mean
just
James?
yeah, James.
Chris Hetfield. I do the riff in the chorus was fine. Like generic is very generic, but probably if not the one of the best riffs on this album.
I'm glad you like it.
Play a little bit of it. You'll understand how generic this riff is. Thank you. Do you have anything else to say on this song?
I don't know. It's just I like the lyrics in this. I like how Lou Reed is now my image of what the song means.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be where Lulu is sort of like giving herself up to the aristocracy, where it's like like the spit on me parts and like sort of like a slave in a way to them,
Okay.
Dawson, I don't appreciate your energy when discussing Lulu.
It is utter trash. This song is horrible.
Let's agree to disagree on that.
Let's move on to Pumping Blood.
Pumping blood, pumping blood.
Celia, play that. Play the original, please.
Pumping blood, pumping blood, pumping blood, pumping blood.
I prefer TJ's version.
Gosh, Pumping Blood is one of the best songs on this album.
The strings in the beginning are all right.
You seem like a person that just really enjoys the strings.
I do enjoy some strings,
and that's it, because they aren't really Metallica didn't do that.
Yeah, that I said at the very beginning, and I came to this realization like halfway through writing notes for this, and that is that whenever Metallica is playing and Lou Reed is either singing or speaking, it is garbage. Two worlds that do not combine.
I don't think you appreciate the nuances of this song, Dawson.
No, Oh wait, no, it was actually it was this song that I had written that down. Anytime where Reed is speaking with the Metallica playing instruments, it doesn't sound good. I assume this song about like injecting blood back into yourself, like withdrawing from heroin.
Perhaps, since Lou Reed did have problems with drug addiction and all that.
I think that makes sense.
What do you? I believe this is the song where he says, "If I waggle my ass like a dark prostitute, would you still like appreciate? Would you look down on me?
Yeah.
What do you think of the lyricism of that? What do you think Lou Reed was saying?
The only clever lyric that I could pick up and was like, huh, maybe, was like whether I'm a prostitute or a state worker.
Bleeding like
And
a state
worker?
worker.
Yeah. I thought maybe that was a reference to like anyone can deal with heroin withdrawal, whether you're a prostitute or like a person that's higher in society. But I don't know. That's literally the only lyric I was like, huh, that could be good.
The drums go pretty hard in the song.
No, they don't. They don't go hard in this song.
I like the more smoother guitar.
There's better examples of that on this album.
Dawson, you seem tired.
In general, or of this album?
Just as we had so much energy before we talked about
It's
this.
because I had to sit down and talk about this album, dude.
Hey, what'd you think? What were you thinking when I first recommended this album to you?
I was like, this is gonna suck, because it's Metallica and Lou Reed, and I was right. I wanted it to be good, and for the first 15 seconds of the album, I was like, this has a chance, and then Metallica came in, and it was bad.
Also, I don't understand why I have such a hate boner for Metallica, man.
Because they're just not a good band. I'm wearing a Master Puppet shirt right now, purposely. I received this for Christmas one year. I did not ask for it. I'm not a Metallica fan, but it's okay. And I think that Master Puppets is a good album. And I think there's some really good guitar work on it. I think it's a good thrash album. But it's one of the only good things that Metallica did. And this absolutely is one of the worst things Metallica's ever done.
All right. That's debatable.
Would you like to move on to Mr. Shred?
Yes, what do you think of Mr. Shred?
One of the worst songs in the album.
Really?
It is so long and so repetitive.
It is
so repetitive.
It is pretty repetitive.
The exact same guitar line that is 2 beats long. Play a second of it, Celia, and that is literally 4 minutes of this guitar song.
Okay, but Dawson, but you don't appreciate the nuances of the constant snare of the snares of the.
No. If this was a minute 30 seconds long and was just an interlude between Pumping Blood and Iced Honey, cool. Good change of pace. But this is 4 minutes 30 seconds long, something like that. I think
it's 5 minutes long.
Yeah. This horrible. It's horrible. It doesn't even sound like a difficult guitar line to play.
But it sets you in the mood, Dawson. It puts
mood?
you in the scene.
What mood?
It's
you go from this purposely sort of creepy sounding Pumping Blood to this song that sounds was written by a 9-year-old that just picked up an electric guitar.
Wow. Okay. But did you enjoy Lou's lyrics?
Huh?
Did you enjoy Lou's lyrics?
On Mr. Shred?
Yeah.
There is no lyrics.
Yes, there is.
There is?
Yeah. He doesn't sing a lot of them. There are some.
At the very end?
It's they're at the very beginning. Then it gets into the guitar.
Oh, okay. Then I was listening to this.
It was when the doo doo doo. It's more of the synthy parts in the beginning.
Okay, I was listening to this through a full album link.
Yeah.
An hour and 20 freaking minute long one, because this album's way too long.
It's 17 minutes, bro.
And I thought that was just the end of Pumping Blood.
Okay.
So no, it's still trash.
But even though it is that long, it feels like it's a good 30 minutes.
It feels like it's 2 hours long.
Okay.
We'll get there. But especially as this album continues, the length just goes.
Dawson.
Yeah.
This is an acquired taste.
Well, good thing I've listened to this probably 6 or 7 times.
That
has been some of the roughest album listens I've ever done in my entire life.
When I first listened to this album, I wasn't that big a fan either. But
This is not that big of a fan. This is like utter hatred towards this atrocity to music.
hey man, they're just having fun and making art, right, man?
I'm all for that. But no. This shouldn't have been released to the public.
That's a big disagree. You weren't entertained while you were listening to this.
Absolutely not. I think the opening line of Brandenburg Gate is sort of funny. That's all this album's doing for me right now.
Okay.
Would you like to go on to Iced Honey?
Yes.
All right.
Ice honey.
The riff is so repetitive. This entire album is so repetitive instrumentally.
Okay. But what did you think when Lou Reed said you can't put a butterfly, you can't contain a butterfly? What do you think he was saying by that?
I don't know. What is he saying, TJ?
I don't know. Maybe you can't like contain the beauty that is Lulu. You know what I'm saying? Like ice honey. See if the ice will melt for you. Did you enjoy Jim's
When you keep on calling him something different every time.
Do you enjoy Jim's chorus?
No.
Ice honey.
No, he does a really bad job vocally here. His vocals do not sound good.
This is one of the catchiest songs, Dawson.
It's because it's repetitive. And you can no, I don't mean offense to Lou Reed. I respect Lou Reed as an artist, but you can't really understand what he's saying a lot just by his vocal style. Whether that be with age or just the way he speaks or sings.
Perhaps he wants it that
whatever.
way.
Probably. But this is catchy because you can easily hear what is being said.
Have you ever considered that this album's too smart for you, Dawson?
No, it's not too smart for me. I don't think it's too smart for anyone, really. In fact, it's so not too smart that I bet you I could probably play 90% of this album on guitar.
I don't know, Dawson.
It is so simply written that I could probably play most of this.
I don't know. You think you can handle the guitar? This is written by like expert musicians, Dawson. Who've been at this. He's been perfecting their craft
Lars
for
Ulrich
years.
is known as one of the worst drummers that's ever touched the face of music. Like literally. If you look up on YouTube right now, I encourage everyone else to as well. If you look up like Lars Ulrich fails, you will see pages of videos of Lars Ulrich being a horrible drummer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So shall we go on to Cheat on Me? Cheat on Me.
This has a 3-minute some instrumental at the very beginning, which is boring. It is nothing happens.
I think it's nice and peaceful.
It's not nice and peaceful.
I think it really sets you in like the ooh.
What does this album want from you then?
It wants you to feel. Wants you to give emotion.
Hetfield sounds even worse here. He has a high note, I believe, towards like the end, not the very end, like middle end of the song where he hits a real high note. It sounds like complete garbage. You play a little bit of that, Celia. His voice is wavering. It almost cracks if it doesn't. I mean, it's bad.
What do you think Lou Reed was saying when he said, why do I cheat on me?
I think that was like really simple wordplay. It's like, why am I betraying myself by letting someone betray me?
Or is he letting himself betray himself?
See, that's like dumb person smart. You know what I mean? That's like hashtag so edgy and deep. It's like, why do I cheat on myself?
Dawson, you're not big brain enough to understand this album.
No, it's like small brain, big brain, TJ.
Small brain, big brain.
Yeah, it's not good. This is one of the worst lyrical writings by Lou Reed on this.
Did you enjoy the strings though? Did you enjoy the mix of the strings and the guitar, making like a very scratchy atmosphere?
I'm not. No, I didn't. I don't enjoy this album. Like I just don't enjoy this album.
You're being too rough on this album, Dawson.
I'm not. I'm really not.
This was Lou Reed's last album.
Yeah, and it sucked.
It doesn't.
David Bowie's last album, Black Star, one of his best, if not his best album.
David Bowie thought this was one of his best albums. One of his best works.
David Bowie was wrong. David Bowie was a little bit of a weird dude, if you guys didn't know. He was incorrect. This album is not good.
He means well.
He does mean well. I believe he was friends with Lou Reed.
Yeah, he produced Transformer.
Yeah. I think he's just being a supportive guy knowing his friend is about to die of liver cancer or disease, whatever it was.
I don't know, dog.
It's not good.
All right.
Let's go to Frustration.
Frustration.
What is this?
Dry and spermless like a girl.
This sounds like hate sex.
I think this is probably perspective from one of the dudes that Lulu's been clapping. And
Great.
And I don't know, Lulu's like overpowered him in a mental way. This is also the song with I spill my guts at your feet.
Yeah.
Pink rolls up my leg. Da 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 da. Did you like that?
No.
I think dry
That's
and
boring.
spermless like a girl.
Repetitive. Boring.
It's
Lulu,
not boring.
The album.
This is one of the most entertaining listenings I've
On this album? Or like just period?
just period.
You are joking.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
There's no way that you sincerely enjoy the song enough to say that this is one of the most enjoyable listens.
It is enjoyable to listen to.
Not one of the most that you've experienced.
Probably not, but it's
No.
pretty enjoyable.
It's still not good.
I would listen to this song freely in my own time.
I would prefer to listen to the entire Moondog album than listen to this one song.
Okay. But you like the Moondog album.
I did, but that's a lot of time.
Okay. What if you walked on your father listening to this album?
I'd be
by
ashamed.
himself.
I'd be ashamed. He would be disowned.
Wow. What if you and I were stuck in a car ride and you like forgot your earbuds and I played the song?
I would roll down the window.
Wow, you be that guy, Dawson.
I would be that guy. TJ, I would do that with so few albums. I literally did not enjoy listening to this once. Like, in the time I was forced to listen to this album.
I think you need to expand your mind, Dawson.
No. Frustration sounds like it means to be scary or creepy. And it's not. It's just boring.
It's not boring.
It's 9 minutes long. Almost like 8 minutes something.
This song has some of the most creepy visuals, and I think they work, Dawson.
It really doesn't work.
But it does.
If this was like a true experimental album instrumentally, then maybe he could pull it off. That's exactly what I'm saying with the worst part. You take this boring Metallica instrumental and add it to these creepy lyrics that could be great in maybe a dissonant, weird, like finger-picked guitar piece. But it's not with this generic metal.
It's not generic.
Yeah. Dude. I could play like probably like Godsmack that sounds like this.
Just because it's simply made doesn't mean it's not entertaining, Dawson. I mean, but the lyrics of Lou Reed and the more mundane instrumentals of Metallica makes it a sight to behold.
No.
Shall we get into Little Dog?
This song is so long.
The last 3 songs are pretty long.
They are so long. And that is why this album feels like it's 2 hours long.
I think
You have these like 4 and 5 minute songs, and then they increase to like 6 minutes, and then 8 minutes, and then we're at it's 11, 13, and then 20.
I don't think it's 20, but it's
No,
maybe.
I've specifically written down that Junior Dad is 20 minutes long. 20 minutes.
20 minutes can be a good song.
It's not. And we'll get to there. But Little Dog is just not great. I think this is one of Lou Reed's better vocal performances. But it's just so repetitive.
What'd you think of the what do you think Lou Reed meant by the lyric Little Doggy faced to a cold-hearted pussy?
I assume that's like a pun about a dog and a cat. But it's supposed to be like the dude and the girl.
Yeah.
Wow. So deep. My mind is blown.
But
Like, am I big brain now, TJ?
you're getting close.
Did I understand like the supreme intellect of Lou Reed on this album?
You're getting close.
Wow. Crazy.
Little Doggy has lost his place. I enjoyed the more chill instrumentals of this song. Dawson receives disappointment.
I've had like a face palm for like 31 minutes and 56 seconds, which is exactly how long we've been recording.
This is more of a acoustic song too.
Yeah. And that makes it better than the other songs. Just by,
Excluding most of Metallica.
yeah, by doing that. It's not good.
I would say it's not one of my favorite songs to the album, but
Would you like to move on to Dragon?
Dragon, yes.
This has potentially the worst guitar solo I've ever heard.
You didn't like the screeching wow, wow, wow.
No, it's so long.
That's what makes it so good.
Are you
though.
familiar with Rage Against the Machine?
Not really. Well, my mother listens to
So
it.
like Tom Morello, the guitarist, is very famous for like those Chickawa kind of guitar solos with like the weird feedback sound.
Not really.
Okay, it's like if you took 1.5 seconds of a Tom Morello solo and just played it on loop.
You really think this is one of the worst guitar solos you've
It
ever
is
heard?
literally one of the worst guitar solos I've ever heard. And then it's followed by another horrendous guitar solo that sounds like it was written by Kurt Cobain when he was 11.
That can still be pretty good.
It's not. It's bad. It's like Metallica knew they couldn't be experimental, so they didn't for this entire album other than Dragon, and they sucked.
I enjoy the drums on this song.
They're
When Lou Reed's kind of giving a breakdown and Laura's just going at it with the drums.
it's
I think it's really atmospheric.
they're boring. The drums are still boring.
What do you think of the lyric? We do like you regal. We do like you haughty. We love to
Something body.
your perfect body.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Me and Lou Reed just are like linked by the brain, dude.
Man, why are you ragging on Lou Reed's poetry, man?
It's because this album isn't good.
Are you saying if
There's like no rhyme scheme in this album.
there
And that's
is
like,
rhymes?
That's like one of one of the few examples of a rhyme scheme, and I just predicted
Okay,
it.
Dawson, not all poetry is rhymes, man.
I know. That's fine. I appreciate some spoken word. Like Law Dispute.
Hey, Dawson.
Yeah.
If, let's say, Lou Reed did not band with Metallica and,
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
and had these same lyrics, but with his own sound, would it still be good?
It'd be better.
I don't think you're enjoying this, like, chimera of, like...
No, it's exactly what it is. It's a chimera. Chimeras are disgusting beings that have been brought together by gross human experimentation.
Not
necessarily, I know, if you go in the mythos, blah, 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 blah. But no. It's garbage.
I would...
The song is bad.
Dragon is one of the best songs on this song.
Dragon is a horrible song. One of the worst.
Dragon,
One of the worst guitar solos I've ever heard in
But it's-
actual music.
It makes
Celia?
me,
No.
it
No,
makes
no,
me
no, no.
smile.
No. Celia, play part of that guitar solo. And now, after you played that guitar solo, play a little bit of the next guitar solo. I hope all of you listening understand how bad that the song is. Just by that.
Okay, but
And it's like 11 minutes long.
that's true. It is 11 minutes long.
God. It's horrible.
You know, Prince has some songs that are pretty long, but
Prince is a phenomenal guitar player and
That is true.
lyricist and performer and vocalist and guitar player.
he's good at a lot
I probably
of
already
stuff.
said that, but it's okay. Good dancer too. Prince was the man. Lou Reed and Metallica are not.
Hey man, Lou Reed and Metallica changed music, bro.
For the worse.
Whoa,
They are,
you even say that about Lou Reed. I can understand you saying I'm Metallica, but
they are what caused the downfall of music in 2010.
Velvet Underground.
No, just this album. This album single-handedly caused music to get worse in the tens.
I would just like to say that
JJ's adding some numbers right now. Still adding some numbers.
hey man.
Yeah.
So it's I believe it's the and on October 31st will be the 8th anniversary of this album.
Great. So excited for that.
I can't wait till like the 10th anniversary edition of this. Maybe they'll like take out outtakes and all that, you know.
You want to go to Junior, Dad?
Sure.
Okay.
This is one of the more smoother and chill songs.
This is the best guitar part on the album. It's still not good, but I mean, it's there. It's the clean guitar.
Do 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 do. Dun. Then it continues like for like a good.
So I'm
10
like
minutes.
I'm like bored after like the 3-minute 30-second mark of the song, and then it goes on for another 18 minutes.
I would say I'm not a big fan of the lyricism of this song. Although, the song did pull some parts of the band. Here, let me read you the lyrics, if my handwriting will allow it.
Great.
Say hello to Junior Dad, the greatest disappointment, as age withered him and changed him. The two guitarists, Hetfield and the other dude,
Yeah, other dude.
They-
Kirk Hammett, I think.
they had that's right. They started crying at this song and had to leave the room because of troubles with their fathers.
I'm sorry for them.
Did this song touch your heart?
No, not at all.
Did you enjoy Lou Reed's humming throughout the first part?
No, it wasn't great.
Yeah, I think this song could have been a little shorter.
Yeah, because you know what happens at the 10-minute mark, TJ?
What?
And everyone listening, at the 10-minute mark, there's 10 minutes of almost the exact same sound on strings. 10 minutes.
What's beautiful?
It's not. It's
It's-
beautiful for about 25 seconds.
it's
And I'm like,
enchanting.
where's the chord change? And it never happens. Horrendous.
It could have been a little shorter.
10 minutes. That's a third of the Moondog album.
Yeah.
A third.
It doesn't waste a single second.
It wastes approximately 600 seconds, actually. It's not good.
Okay, this isn't one of the best songs on the album.
No. I'm ready to move on.
Dawson.
What?
I think there is some enjoyment to be taken out of this album.
Okay. Then you tell me what you think about it.
I personally enjoy the album.
Give me your favorite, least favorite.
Favorite.
Are you gonna say the cheat on me?
Cheat on Me is pretty good. I would.
Which one did I tear into that you were trying to defend? Oh no, it was Dragon, right?
Yeah. Dragon's pretty good though.
That you said was one of the most enjoyable songs you've ever listened to.
No, not all time, but it's pretty enjoyable.
That was Dragon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Pumping blood. I know your favorite's Brandenburg Gate already, just because of like the introductory.
You don't know me.
Probably, I say Frustration. It's my favorite.
Okay, what's your least favorite?
I would say Junior Dad.
All right. What would you give the album on a scale of 0 to 10?
This is a hard album to rate
Mm-hmm.
because I do enjoy it a lot. I would listen to this again. As I was listening to this on Spotify, I did like some of these songs. So there's. All right, so the thing is, even though I enjoy the album, it gives me joy. There are some irredeemable things about it.
Yeah. I agree.
Such as it can get a little repetitive at times.
A little?
Yeah.
A little.
Yeah, it can get a little repetitive.
A little.
A tad. I don't know, some of the instrumentals don't really sound that interesting.
Nope.
All right. But I really did enjoy it. I did have a good time while listening to this. I don't regret listening to this, Dawson.
What would you rate it?
Okay. You better not give it a 1. Okay. It's not. You know, Dawson, this album has been considered around music for so bad that it's good.
Like the Room?
Yeah, like the Kinks.
How dare you say that about the Kinks?
They are pretty good, though.
Yeah, the Kinks are good. I didn't know they were considered like that.
Yeah. Well.
Waterloo Sunset? Really? Wow.
Philosophy of the world.
Don't even.
Oh, no, not the Kinks. The Shags, I'm saying.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know why I said
I'll
that.
say the Kinks are.
the
Waterloo
Kinks are
Sunset's
good.
better than this entire album combined.
Here, Dawson, while I'm thinking about what I'm rating, you give me your rate. Wait, but first give me your least favorite and favorite song.
My least favorite song
It's Junior Dad.
is Dragon.
Really?
And my favorite song is none of the songs.
You gotta
Because
pick one.
I hate all of these songs.
You have to pick one.
Every single
Don't be like that, Dawson. Don't be like that, man. I'm really surprised that you hate Dragon more than Junior Dad.
Worst guitar. One of I would say it's the worst if I thought about it for a long time, and I could disqualify all the things I'm thinking of. Maybe I would say Brandenburg Gate for the first 15 seconds, but the remaining 4 minutes sort of disqualifies that for how bad it is.
What about a Little Dog?
I want to say Pumping Blood.
Understandable.
Just for the small interludes where it's basically just Lou Reed doing the spoken word.
All right. So, what do you rate this album?
0.
You actually give this a 0.
I'm giving
Dawson.
it a 0.
It is not a 0.
It absolutely is.
It is not a 0.
100% is a 0. Zero redeemable qualities.
So
Zero.
zero is basically you didn't write a song. You didn't make an album at all, Dawson.
No, it's like there's nothing enjoyable to this album.
But
and
there
there's no
is. There's so
quality.
much to enjoy about it.
He's like blowing out the mic. He's so angry. No.
In 20 years, they'd only study this album and say, "Wow, we were wrong about this."
No, I hope everyone in the comments roasts me. Or you. Choose your side.
Are you Team Dawson or Team TJ?
Team Mutual, Team Delusional. That's better. Use the brand.
I'm gonna give this. I'm in a critical level.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
1.5 is the average.
1.5 is the average.
Yep.
Of all reviews.
No, of our reviews.
Okay.
All right. I respect your response.
I personally enjoy it, but I would understand why someone like you would not like it, Dawson.
Okay. I would also not recommend anyone to listen to this.
I would recommend everyone to listen to this. At least one song.
Listening to what Celia has added in this podcast is absolutely probably more than enough of what you need to listen to this album.
At least listen to Brandenburg Gate.
Sure. Listen to Brandenburg Gate.
I'm glad we can reach this compromise.
We can cringe together. Would you like to move on to Scars on Broadway?
I guess.
All right, let's go. Let's get some positivity going. Hopefully. I don't really know what you think about this.
We'll see.
Scars on Broadway. Alternative metal band. Guitarist from System of a Down, Darren Milikian, formed it.
Why?
After his departure of System of a Down.
Man, how come System of a Down hasn't released an album in like years?
Because Serge Tankian does not like any music that they come up with anymore. Who was the lead vocalist?
All the metalhead memes I see are just want another
System album.
Yeah.
I understand. I do too. But we have to just be okay with Scars on Broadway albums at this point.
Or can we?
No. Let's lead off with Serious. What do you think?
This is a fine song. You're so oh wait. Serious. You're gonna make me delirious.
Celia, can I get a comparison?
Too serious. You're gonna make me delirious.
Play, please.
I'm pretty sure those lyrics are the
You were very close. It's okay.
Okay.
It'll be.
I mean, it's all right.
It's a simple song premise. Girl wants a serious relationship.
I enjoy the softer parts of the you're like all that.
Yeah.
And like the more harder parts aren't bad. Like I like how the intensity of the end of the song.
Yeah. Do you like the guitar work on this?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's a pretty quick guitar part.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right.
It's fine.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, simple song premise. Girl wants serious relationship. Darren, assumably, does not. So, we've heard a lot of songs like that before. It's fine.
This is a drastic change from Lou Reed's lyrical style.
It is. Very. This is probably one of the simplest songs on the album. One of.
Maybe. There's a lot.
Would you like to move on to the funny?
Funny. Okay. I'm not a big fan of the lyrics.
Really?
Yeah.
There's swastikas in Santa Monica?
I mean, that was like the most, like, that was the biggest highlight of the lyrics. But, I don't know. It's kind of dragged on.
You
for
don't
me.
like the little pre-chorus with the if there's a reason why people should change and then change the way that they go?
No.
Really? I thought there was a cool rhythm to the lyrics for that.
Just,
That's fine though.
I don't enjoy the keyboards, like the
Oh, okay.
That's not a good imitation, but like the constant riff of the keyboards.
Okay. I got you.
It's all right. It's fine.
Yeah, this song's fine.
The guitar's smooth. I like the guitar work in this song.
Yeah, it's a nice clean guitar in the opener.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Exploding Reloading then.
Gosh, I was not a fan of this song.
Really?
No. This song felt repetitive to me.
Okay.
It just, I mean, I guess at the end where it did get a little more intense, where he basically just screams, "I like suicide!" Like all that, it's a good change.
Yeah, I think he does really well vocally on this.
But I like the. What's the instrument that's like makes that strange noise like every so often?
Is it going like?
Yeah, that.
It's a guitar, and it sounds like some sort of like Oriental instrument.
Yes, I specifically wrote.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
remember.
Cool.
I like the little Oriental bit.
Yeah, I like the drums for this too.
Yeah, the drums are alright.
Especially in the verses. I mean, there's like pounding.
I'm not a big fan of the lyrical content in this.
It's about terrorism.
Oh, it
and
is?
religion. It's exploding, reloading. It's suicide bombing.
Would you say this album's about society?
Yeah, this is a very
Soy City?
societal and like climate-based album.
We Live in a Society album?
Sure.
Okay. That's all I need
but
to hear.
It is, exploding, reloading. One person commits like a terrorist crime for religion, and then another person comes in that person's place.
It's a cycle.
Yeah, sort of clever.
Is that where the I Like Suicide comes in?
Yeah.
In
The I like Jesus Christ mixed with suicide.
He also mentions the Armenian genocide.
Yeah, which he is Armenian.
But is that true though?
What?
The Armenian genocide.
Yes, don't say that. That's horrible. What's wrong
I'm just
with
kidding.
you? Someone's going to take that out of context, TJ.
Hey man,
You're about to get deep faked.
I support the knowledge of that there is the Armenian
Yeah,
genocide.
please. Yeesh.
That America is trying to hide from the masses.
It's a Turkish.
Yes, but America doesn't.
we
Until
don't talk
Tangent
about
here,
it.
yeah, they don't talk about it because they don't want to upset the Turks.
Yeah. We're not scared, though.
No,
We're 19 years old.
we're not afraid of assassins.
Yeah. Bring it on.
All right, should we get?
Does that not change your mind about that song at all? I think there's a little bit of deeper meaning to lyrics than just like...
I mean, a little bit, I guess. I guess I can appreciate it, but I wouldn't listen to the song by
Really?
my lonesome. No.
Okay. That's fine.
Should we
Easy
get into
go.
stoner hate?
I like stoner hate.
Okay.
This is a satirical song about people who are anti-marijuana
Why do you say that?
because I'm a hippie psychopath.
That made me think about Charles Manson
It's
in Roman, California.
yeah, it's the idea of people think that people who smoke weed are like the next Charles Manson.
Yeah. Little outdated belief. Mostly.
Yeah, this is from
05.
Yeah, 05.
All right. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the guitar on this.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I just noticed that a lot of these songs, like, they go with like one riff, and they don't really change that much.
And yet you're going to support Lulu.
They do it in a
No.
perfect manner.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised this album's considered an experimental album.
It is?
And I mean, I guess the Wikipedia does, but
I think Wikipedia's wrong.
I think it is too. But
I think this is a pretty standard alternative album. I wouldn't have given this to you if it was experimental.
yeah,
I got to fit to my archetype a little bit, you know.
yeah, it's just yeah. Shall we get into
Insane.
Insane?
Yeah. What do you feel?
All I wrote is fine.
Yeah. This is one of my least favorite songs on the album. It's fine.
I mean, I don't think there's any bad songs on this album, but there are like
A few fine ones.
they're like okay ones.
Yeah.
They're Dawson.
What?
I'm sorry to say this, but none of the songs here like blow my mind.
Don't spoil.
You told me like you hated
That was
their-
obvious.
Dawson.
What?
Just I don't know, bro. It's just insane. What was the meaning behind this song?
It's someone struggling with mental illness, and Darren's trying to help him out.
Really?
It's sort of like therapy-ish. Let's go insane again and bring back the pain again. Like talk about it.
I don't remember anything I really dislike about this song. It's just
Yeah. It's repetitive.
yeah.
They bring back the chorus quite often. I like the little breakdown between the choruses. But I mean, this song doesn't. This is maybe my least favorite song on the album.
Understandable. Shall we get into
World Long Gone.
Roll Long Gone?
This is one of the first like climate-ish albums. This was one of the singles, I believe.
I believe it was one of the singles too.
How do you feel about this song?
Lyrics aren't for me.
Another, like most of the singles on this are pretty repetitive.
It's just the lyrics here just like feel like too on the nose.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
so you're being like a little prima donna or something.
No, but
No, not you. I'm saying like Darren Mulligan is.
yeah, it's just I don't think the lyrics are that good.
Reacted so dramatically to that. I'm sorry.
It's just the lyrics. The lyrics here, the lyrics don't interest me. They're like they just don't. They just feel kind of basic.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
it's sort of like you're talking like statistics in the chorus in a way. It's like maybe I don't know how many people are starving in this world long gone.
Yeah, it's just not in. It doesn't interest me. It's just
Insane and World Long Gone, like back to back, are not phenomenal.
It's just like I appreciate the message of them like saying, "Hey, climate change gonna kill us,"
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like I don't know. It just feels a little like preachy in a way, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That was the point, but I understand not liking that.
Was Serge the man who made most of the lyrics for System of a Down?
I would say it's probably like 70-30.
Okay.
But I mean, you have to look at some System songs, like Prison Song, like there's literal statistics in the song.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like 14 million people in the United States are incarcerated in the prison system of the United States of America.
I mean, yeah, but like in the System Down album you showed me,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they pull it off in a more creative and
Okay.
interesting way.
So you wish that this was a little bit more experimental, is what you're saying?
Yes,
This song is pretty basic.
It's just, it feels like something off the radio. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I think that was the point. I think you wanted to bring attention to stuff. You want it to be mainstream.
I mean, if that's really what he wants to do, that's good for him, but
Yeah.
it's the quality of the song suffered.
Okay. You want to move on to Kill Each Other / Live Forever then?
How are we supposed to live forever if we're killing each other?
If we're going to kill each other.
If we're going to live forever? Is this supposed to be like, hey, violence is, we shouldn't
Yeah.
hate each other and
It's
all
like
that?
self-destruction of the species.
I enjoy the guitar.
Yeah.
This is... No, that's the other song I'm thinking, but
Okay.
the guitar here is pretty interesting. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I like this song a lot. I think the chorus, like how fast it is pretty fun.
I
like the vocal delivery of the chorus.
mean, I would not like every song, but I would
Mhm.
say like Darren's vocals.
Yeah.
They don't interest me.
Really? I
They-
think he has a pretty unique voice.
I don't really like it that much.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but it's just
Wow.
it just feels like I don't mean to like rag on the man, but
Wow.
it's not for me.
I
Yeah,
think I think it's a good change up from generic metal singers. He's got a very unique, like, high voice.
He's got like a poppy sound to it that I don't really
Really?
like. Yeah. I
You can't say that with, like, Exploding Reloading, though.
That's true, but I mean, but for most part, his vocals just seem a bit more
Well-
on the basic side.
Well, let's get to Babylon then,
Gosh.
because
Babylon.
I think that's a good example of some better vocal performances by him.
I like the guitar in the song.
Yeah, the song's about Iraq.
Return to Babylon.
That's where a lot of his family's from.
Yeah,
Man,
I-
it sucks in Iraq, which is what
that
he's
it
saying.
is.
That's what he's saying in this.
You mean Iraq?
Iraq.
As George Bush would
I
put
give
it.
my proper pronunciation. Apologize for any of our Iraqi listeners.
I would say I enjoy the more smoother tone of the song compared to the rest of
Mm-hmm.
the album.
Yeah.
It's a nice break.
Yep.
As
And there's a really cool explosion at the end.
mm-hmm.
And the vocals just like build up.
Yeah, it's just I would say this is one of the more shinier, like the more highlights of his lyrics.
Yeah.
More of the softer side.
Yeah.
This is the song with like the am I thinking of this or Whoring Streets with like the little Arabic like a riff like doo?
You mean like the dun 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 dun?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that's Babylon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
That's
that
the very
too.
beginning of Babylon.
It's an alright song.
Play that, Celia. Play that part. Oh yeah. Love that
It's good.
Arabic sounding guitar part.
I wish they incorporated more like the more Oriental or Arabic side of the music.
He drops that a little bit as compared to what he used to do in System. A lot of his guitar parts used to be very like West Asian based.
Yeah.
He drops it a little bit on this album.
Okay. So
Let's go to Chemicals.
Chemicals.
Come eat some chemicals with me.
This is
Come
one of
eat
the more
some
enjoyable songs of the
chemicals.
album.
How did I know? How did I know you're gonna love this song?
Oh, why say that?
Because it's easily the most experimental song on this album. It's weird too.
I love this is the most interesting lyrics on the album. My
Okay.
lover. I also love his vocals in the song.
Yeah,
He-
see?
he,
Mm-hmm.
he goes hard on
Yes, he does.
on like the endings.
Yeah.
Piss on your face and suck on my.
Censor that, Celia. It's PG-11.
Are you gonna bend for Wajiki?
What?
Are you gonna bend for Wajiki, Dawson?
I don't know what that is.
She's the chairman of YouTube, the CEO.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will. Sorry.
Okay. This is the drums in this are pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
This is
Real simple beat for the chorus, but like it gets the job done.
when I first listened to this album, where it was basically background noise.
Okay.
And I was tending to the family trees.
Mm-hmm.
This was the song that sort of like drawed my attention,
Okay.
especially the "Come eat some chemicals."
With me.
Yeah. What is this? Is this supposed to be like a abusive relationship with Source
It's like
Dawson?
a toxic relationship. It's like Darren wants out of this relationship, but she just won't break up with him.
Damn.
It's like I said fuck your mom. I looked at you, said it's all over.
Yeah.
And she just like won't accept it. She just like won't break up with him. So he's like, well,
It's
I-
all
I-
over.
I can't be with you sober, so we might as well get like really high.
They basically have like hate sex.
Yeah, and have bingers all the time because he can't stand to be around her sober.
I enjoy this song,
I like it too.
but it's pretty good. It's a nice change of pace from more mundane ass sounding parts of, the song, of this album.
I like it. I like the song. Would you like to move on to Enemy, which is a pretty unique sounding song?
Hey Dawson, are you an Alvinist, Theodorian, or Simonist?
Did you just name the 3 chipmunks?
Yes.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I just wanted to
I literally
ask.
had to like think about like what philosophy theory is he talking about, and I'm like, wait a minute. Why do you ask?
Just wondered. I'm more of a Theodorian myself, but let's get into the song. Enemy.
All right. Let's get into this song.
Enemy. I enjoy the guitar.
Yeah, real cool guitar in the beginning.
It's very funky.
Yeah, a lot of funk elements.
It was pretty exciting to hear from
Yeah.
the more like metal and pop-esque
Yeah.
parts of this album.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like the lyrics.
They're very repetitive,
Yes, they are very repetitive.
but I think this is another one where he was trying to be like, I'm serving the greater good. Push for climate change advocacy.
It's really hard to sing that we are the enemy.
of the earth.
Then
Then what about the interlude of "We're on drugs"?
we're on drugs.
We're on drugs.
I don't know.
That was originally a System of a Down song that he put in the middle of the Scars on Broadway song.
I felt, I don't know what was he saying like that? Like we're on drugs, like chemical, like carbon
I don't know.
dioxide, or
I don't know.
Okay.
I honestly don't know. You just sort of put it in there.
it's too smart for me.
Me too.
I can't understand.
Yep.
The guitar's good, but I
Yeah.
don't care for the lyrics. I like his vocal performance in this.
Mm-hmm.
Is this? I don't know. I just wish he did more.
Yeah, I got you.
I feel like you can make a more preachy song like this. That
But make it better,
yes, and
more varied.
I'm thinking of other like more preachy songs throughout history that have like gained a lot of.
Man in the Mirror. Michael Jackson.
I like that song.
Uh-huh. I was just waiting for TJ to do a cover of it.
I'm talking about the man in the mirror.
Thank you.
I don't know. Like, what's the System of Down? What's the first song on Steal This album?
Dude,
What?
really?
Yeah, what?
Boom?
No, it's the Mamma Mia,
Chicken Stew?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I felt like that was a good song about like advertising and how
Okay.
and all that, but I think it's one of the more recognized System of Down songs if I'm
Probably,
wrong.
yeah. No, I agree.
And that's pretty out there.
Yeah, it is.
And so I just think I know Darren can make better music. It's just I
So you
feel
expect more.
yes.
Okay.
Like that System of Down. I know that wasn't like all Darren. I know he had a good hand in it.
Yeah.
I know he's a good musician.
Mm-hmm.
But
Very
he-
talented guitarist.
But I just feels like I feel like he's not like exerting himself over this.
Especially, like, you hear moments in this album of, like, really, really good guitar parts.
Yeah, and just I don't know, maybe I don't think he's that great of a lyricist. I don't know if that's just holding him back or
It's he's a really, really good lyricist. It might just be for you, this album, but if you went back to like your favorite System songs, you would probably see a lot of them written by Darren Milkian.
I don't understand why these are like so simple and they just like there's repetitive.
I assume he didn't want to go make System of a Down 2. You know?
I guess, but I don't know.
Like, I don't see the harm in like leaving a new metal band and maybe creating like an alternative, more mainstream metal band.
All right. Shall we get into
3005? Universe. This song's about the apocalypse. Not even that much about climate change necessarily.
the universe?
Yeah.
It was fine. What do you think?
Really?
What do you think of this?
I really like the verses. Like dancing in the acid rain. Da, 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 da. It's really like major sounding music.
I mean, that's not a good representation of his vocals.
Yeah.
But that's basically its own. I don't know. I enjoy like the sort of breakdown of like all the guitars and the drums and all the instruments at the latter part of the song.
Yeah.
But I'm just not a fan of like the vocal performance of it. It's just I don't know, it's just not for me. It's just I mean, I enjoy like it gets higher and all that, you know, that it elevates.
Yeah.
But it just feels like something I've listened to before.
Okay.
Dawson disagrees with my
disagree.
opinion.
I think Universe is a little bit repetitive, but other than that, I like it.
All right.
3005.
3005.
1,000 years from the release of this album.
Nice guitar.
Yeah, I like the guitar in this. I think the lyrics are like goofy in a good way on this.
They're all right. I enjoy the. Is there like a xylophone on this song? There's like a little dinging and there's like strange chords.
Yeah. I don't know about xylophone, but this is one of the more unique sounding songs.
But it just feels so. What's he saying in the song?
So, people are celebrating these figures that are actually like harming society.
Yeah.
So that's like shown in the line that let's do high five.
Oh yeah,
for,
like the Charles Manson
for the president, Jesus Christ, and
Step
Charles
on
Manson
hands.
and everybody else who was nice.
Yeah.
So it's like you have all these people. Jesus has caused multiple wars and things like that, right?
I don't know. I feel like Jesus Christ is not the best example to use.
Well, he did it anyway.
He did it
He's saying
anyway.
in like the name of Jesus.
Yeah, the influence
And
of him.
so, and then you have the president who's causing all these wars as well.
Yep.
And greed and blah,
Mickey
blah, blah, blah,
Mouse.
blah. Yes. But
Corporate
the Mickey
greed.
Mouse reference is actually more of a, like, Mickey Mouse isn't doing anything for climate change, and neither is the president. That's putting them in the same group. It's like, let's do high five for the genocide.
Clap our hands.
I can't remember the exact lyric, but
I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
he groups the president and Mickey Mouse into the conversation of climate change to say, like, neither of you have done anything for it. Because, Mickey Mouse is a cartoon character.
He's a He's a
But
corporate
he's
mask.
he's roasting the president.
George Bush.
Yeah, at that
George
time.
Bushy.
That time. But yeah, that's fine.
Man, System of a Down doesn't like George Bushy.
No, I did not. Let's go into Cute Machines.
I'm a Surge.
Wow, on Cute Machines.
I like Cute Machines.
Okay.
I'm sure this has to do something with like perhaps like manufacturing or something like that.
Technology.
Yeah.
And that's also something System of a Down talked about a lot, was how everyone like needs the new technology. That's what the song's about.
I enjoy. This is one of the more simpler songs.
Yeah,
But I think it really works in its
there's
favor.
like 3 lines.
I think it really adds to the like I feel like the meaning he's trying to get of like the machines, like the
Yeah,
go
it's
go
less
go
of the pop verse chorus, and more of the like. This is about the instruments and the feel of the song, and here are lyrics to just
yeah.
make that feeling known more.
I really enjoy the drums on this.
Yeah,
I would say probably one of the best drum parts on this whole album.
they're pretty hard to play because this song is in like unique time signature.
Yeah.
But this drummer is the same drummer from System of a Down.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact.
Fun fact for all of you back.
Who is one of my favorite drummers of all time.
Is he top 10?
Of mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he top 5?
For what he does, yeah. But like, could he outplay like the other 5 people? No.
What if he and Lars had like a drum off?
He would cream Lars.
Are you sure though?
Absolutely sure.
What if Hatfield and Damon had like a guitar off?
Darren would also win 100%.
Okay. But can
Sorry
we
about your
agree
luck.
that Lou Reed make better lyrics?
No. No. I was gonna say on this album, then I realized that Lulu sucked, so no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Whoring Streets.
Whoring Streets. Everything okay.
I really want that like sound bited.
What?
Whoring Streets.
It's one of the slower songs. It's like the
Yeah.
slow song before the epic finish.
Yeah.
So is this?
I dig the vocals on it.
Yeah, I think his vocals are the best part of the song.
Yeah.
But other than that, it just feels pretty eh.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's he saying when was there anyone that was like help me from dying and all that?
It's more apocalypse stuff.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a battle of like inner and outer society, you know,
Yeah.
like dealing with depression, but at the same time, like the world's falling apart, like societally as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, is anybody going to help me? Well, you really can't, because the world sucks right now.
This song just doesn't really interest me.
Okay.
It's just very not interesting.
Fine.
Okay.
Let's go to They Say.
Ah woo. Days.
Woo.
They say I don't know. I didn't like the song. I want to be real with you.
I think it has one of the best lines in this entire album.
Which one's that?
To find the exact line, Ed. Here, keep on talking. I'm gonna find the line.
It's just I really the little like doo doo. Oh gosh, little ear rape for you. Like the
Yeah, thanks for that.
the da da do do, like the little he, like man sing something, the man sing the last word like over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just feels super cheesy to me. I enjoy like the little I believe it's a xylophone that is like just like dinging in the background.
Okay. I think I sort of know what you're talking about on this song.
You know,
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
like the little twinkle.
Would you like to hear the lyric? I'm
Sure.
thinking about? We're gonna need to censor this one. This is big boy vulgarity. So I watched the president kiss his family. For we live in sin, for we will win. I watched the president fuck society.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really good line.
Yeah. It's
Sort of like it's like, if you want to take George Bush, I think this really is just society as a whole. But you take George Bush, like the perfect dude to have a beer with. Here he's this great family man, but in the background he's just ruining the world.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good line.
This song just sounds really cheesy to me, bro. I know you I know you disagree,
I do disagree.
but it's just I mean, I enjoy the gagging of the goose is what I said. And with the more rapid guitar parts like that. Wah 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 wah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They say the world's about to
I
end.
dig it.
It's just this whole album. It doesn't.
What about this whole album, TJ?
I'm sorry, but it's like okay.
Dang.
You said it's one of your favorites, right?
I probably exaggerated a little bit. I
Okay.
mean, like from the genre, I really like it.
Dawson, I'm sorry, but
Just like alternative metal, you know? There's not a bunch of phenomenal alternative metal albums.
I don't think this is one of them either.
Dang.
It's just
All right, whatever. What's your least favorite song?
let me look at this.
Okay.
So I gotta think about this. I mean, I would definitely. I'm just putting it out there. Lou Reed
Yeah.
had some better lyrics than this album.
I disagree, but that's fine.
Okay. Can I say my favorite?
Sure.
I like Chemicals. Chemicals favorite. Chemicals good song.
Okay.
Probably Insane.
Well. All right.
I
Do you want to rate it right now, or do you want me to give my favorite, least favorite first?
I'm feeling a strong 5 on this one.
So average.
It's just Dawson, I'm sorry, but this is like the least entertaining album you've given me.
Well, I can tell by the rating.
It's just so
Thomas James.
I would say this is in a way worse than the rating I gave Lou Reed's album.
Get out of here.
Because
No.
at least
Don't even
no.
finish that sentence.
All right, so at least with Lulu, I got some entertainment factor out of it. It was cheap. It wasn't all the greatest.
You got
but-
entertainment from Chemicals.
I mean, yeah, it's good, but like the rest of the songs just stabilize it.
Enemy. Cute Machines. You liked those songs. You
I
liked
mean-
Babylon.
Yeah, but that's like 3 out of like 15 of them.
That's 4 out of like 13.
There's 15 of them, bruh. It's just it's just so it's boring to me, Dawson. It just feels like I've listened to this before. I don't. It's like for me, it doesn't bring anything new to the table. It's just
Sure. Fine.
with like his vocals. I just think they just sound like just other poppy rock song.
We're good, dog. We're good.
Why are you trying to censor me, Dawson?
I'm not trying to censor you. I get it.
You're not giving me a platform to defend myself.
Well, listen. It's fine.
Can I say what I felt when you first recommended me this?
Sure.
I was very neutral on it.
I had assumed so. I didn't even think you knew what it was.
I enjoyed I enjoyed
The System album.
Yes. But then I remain neutral on it. Like a hard neutral.
Good, that's fine.
What would you give it, Dawson?
I would say my least favorite song is probably World Long Gone.
Understandable.
My favorite would be Babylon.
Really?
Babylon's one of my favorite songs in alternative metal, period.
Of all time?
Alternative metal, yeah.
Is it in Dawson top 100 songs?
Maybe like 99.
At least 200. At least top 200 songs.
Yeah.
What's your final score of this album,
Probably
Dawson?
like 7.
7?
Yeah, I'd say it's good.
I guess I could handle that.
Good.
I can understand your points, but
Well, this was a very contentious episode.
yes,
Probably the most so far.
I would say I don't know. It was probably like my least favorite listen to of what you've given me, Dawson.
Like, period?
Like period.
Of all of them, even like off podcast?
Let me think. What other albums have you recommended me? Has there been any off album like ones that just like straight up? Wait, La Dispute.
I thought you sort of liked that.
I mean, I like it. I say I like that album more than this one.
Yeah.
It's just I say even if there are ones that I gave like 3 or something, it's just this one is so average for me.
Whatever.
It just doesn't give me any entertainment.
Whatever.
Like I rather listen to Nostalgia Critic's The Wall.
How dare you? No, you wouldn't.
Dawson, I don't know.
No, you wouldn't.
I don't know. You don't know how much of a Nostalgia Critic fan I am.
Yeah. Do you have your album ready?
Can't believe
for next
Anthony
week.
Fantano dragged his name through the mud.
Do you have your album ready for next week, TJ?
I do.
Would you like to reveal yours first?
All right. It's from a classic entertainer.
Great. I'd like to hear that.
The album Lather by the infamous Frank Zappa.
Okay.
All right. What are you going to recommend?
I feel as if some people may be upset for me not living up to my usual moniker, because I'm supposed to be a direct paradox to you. And
Yes.
I just gave a. Why would you do that? I just gave a mildly experimental album. So I would like to give you one of my favorite albums in pop.
Is it Prince?
Trench by 21 Pilots.
21 Pilots.
21 Pilots. Trench.
I also would like. I would also like to say I wasn't a big fan of the album because it reminded me of the 2000s.
Oh. Great. All right, but you've never heard anything off this album before?
I probably like heard snippets of some songs. Is
Okay,
it one of
that's
the more
fine.
popular songs? One for popular.
No, it just came out like a year
Okay,
or two
then
ago.
I have probably not heard any of it.
Good.
I was like,
All right. Sounds good then. Don't.
all right.
TJ just cupped his hands over the microphone, was ready to deliver a ear-piercing blow to everyone here.
I like to keep everyone on their toes.
Yeah, great. Thanks. For everyone listening to this late at night, but they'd appreciate that. All right, but this was episode 6.
Hey.
Yeah, pretty fun.
Mr. Vet, can you put up Dawson's personal email up on the screen?
Do not put my personal email up on the screen. In
So-
fact, put our email up on the screen.
To put up it's for complaints of dragging the masterpiece that is Lulu.
No, you can complain, but do not send it to my personal email. I'd appreciate that if we didn't do that, honestly.
Can we put up Dawson's social security number up?
Nope, you don't know that.
You did tell me this before, Dawson.
I did tell you once, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Huh. You couldn't memorize it, though.
No, I'm not good with numbers.
Nope, I also told you very quickly.
That is true.
And you didn't have a pencil on you.
Well, That's it, fellas.
Great. That was a great tangent to leave it off on. Subscribe. We'll be back.
Maybe.
No, we will.
Who knows what happens in the future? Death could occur.
In all likeliness, we'll be back. So thank you very much for listening.
Bye.
Goodbye.